Hello, and welcome back to Wendy's Way. Today I want to share with you a sweater that I just finished. It's kind of like a blouse, but it's more like a sweater because I used a number 3 DK weight yarn. And I'm really excited about how it turned out. I've made very few garments in my past that I actually like the way they fit me and I like the way they look on me. And this one is extremely comfortable, extremely colorful, not terribly heavy. You know, it'll likely be a fall sweater for me because it is, you know, a number 3 weight yarn, and I'm a heavyweight kind of gal. So I'm going to show you what I did. I did show the pattern on this one last time, and it was a purchased pattern. I added to it a little bit. I needed a little more sleeve and like another inch on the bottom. But Sweet Pea is the pattern for this sweater. And like I say, it was a purchased pattern, but very simple, very doable. If you can read a crochet pattern and, you know, follow it, this one is just a 2-row repeat over and over and over with some decreasing to make a collar line in the front as well as in the back. And I like it. I'm excited about it, and that's saying something for me for making a garment. And I know that my sister's going to watch this video, so thank you for the gorgeous earrings that I think go really well with this sweater because there's a little turquoise in there with the buffalo. All right, stay tuned. I'll give you more information about the Sweet Pea sweater. Like it. All right, this is the Sweet Pea top, and I promised you more info. Here we go. All right, as I've shown you before, the Sweet Pea top was a purchased pattern, Rachel Misner, and it was listed under Lion Brand Yarns. On her, naturally, it looks like a beautiful little draping t-shirt. She's tiny. And she used a fingerling yarn, and it's beautiful. I know I printed in black and white, but that's okay. You get the definition of it. It doesn't fit that loosely on me, and I'm okay with that because I'm not a little person that drapes well. All right, the yarn that I used is Ice Yarns, obviously, and they come in packs of 4. I used a total of 4 and, probably 80% of the 5th skein. So I had to order more when I realized that 4 wasn't going to quite do it for my size. And this is what I have left out of the first ball out of this pack of 4. The type of yarn from Ice is Rainbow. That's what it's called. It is, let's get the light here, 100% premium acrylic, 100 grams, 240 meters. It's a size 3. It's suggested to use a 4mm hook. Well, US 6, size 6. Anyway, it's a gorgeous yarn. It's shiny. It's really soft, super soft for acrylic. And I'll probably end up hand washing and drying flat to keep it nice. I think putting in the washing machine would probably eliminate the luster and make it fuzzy. So I'm going to go ahead and hand wash this one because I'd like it to last a while. Oh, also the 240 meters equates to 262 yards, I found. And there are just a couple things that I did differently from the pattern itself. The neckline, I did the same. I did stitch them together. I don't remember whether I used a slip stitch. I think I did on the inside. So the seam itself, you know, it doesn't tell you exactly how to sew it together. You can just kind of use your own favorite binding method. Mine tends to leave a little bit of a dip, and that's okay. I like the way it looks. I did the collar exactly as it suggested. I just put a, you know, I don't know whether I used a single crochet or a half double. Whoopsie, somebody's at the door. I'll be right back. All right, sorry for that. There was a knock at the door. Okay, now from the collar that I did as they did, basically on the front, you take it up 38 rows, and then you start going back and forth with some decreases. And you do that on both sides. It's just, I love this pattern. Now, they just took a straight edge for the shoulder. You know, they didn't, let's see if I can show it to you. You know, it's just a straight edge on the fabric. You just leave open, you know. Oh, I don't even remember the total distance here, but for me, it was like between 9.5 and 10 inch opening for the sleeve. And I put it on, and it was just a little too short for me, a little too capped. I have great big arms, you know, and I don't choose to display that much skin. So what I did was I gave it a border stitch. I think I did it in half double. And then I decided that I would repeat this pattern stitch. And I did it 3 times. But what I did, you can see that it's kind of decreasing as I go. Well, and then I did a single crochet around the edge. Anyhow, 3 rows of this, which technically is, oh, I forgot to turn my volume off. Technically is, you know, a 3 double crochet shell and a V-stitch. Alternating, basically, that's all it is. All the way through. It makes a gorgeous lace, a really pretty pattern. Just a 3 double crochet shell and a V-stitch. And so when I did it on the sleeve, because I wanted it to get a little smaller so that it would follow my arm rather than sticking straight out, looking like a bell, on the first round and the second round, instead of putting a chain 3 at the top of the V-stitch, I only chained 2 for 2 rounds. And then on the third round, instead of a 3 double crochet shell, I just put a 2 double crochet shell and a V-stitch with 2 chains in the top instead of 3 chains in the top. I hope that makes sense. And for me, that worked out beautifully. And then, you know, just a single crochet edge to make it smooth. And I didn't work to make the colors match once I got up past the bottom of the neckline, because, you know, there's such a variety of colors, and I didn't feel it was necessary to continue them, you know, to match on the shoulders. I really didn't care if they matched on the shoulders. Some people would. So as you can see also, my sleeves are different. You know, they both ended up with a row of white. This one, you know, just on the connection. And this one row in, something like that. Anyhow, the edge turned out rather pink on that sleeve and rather purple on that one. I just think it's beautiful. Okay, and then we'll move down to the bottom. And on the bottom, if I remember correctly, it just suggested a single stitch, or I mean a single crochet border, I think. And instead of that, I did 2 rows of half double crochet. That's typically my favorite stitch. You know, it's thicker and it gives a nice finish. And then I did a row of single just to finish it off, you know, and give it a really straight, clean edge. So, you know, I ended up with an extra 3/4 to an inch of border on the bottom. And it's still not a terribly long sweater on me, but it works. And, you know, I intend to lose some more weight, and I think this will fit me well for quite a while. And, you know, it may get a little more drape if I get a little thinner. But, you know, and if not, if it gets too big for me, I'll just gift it to someone. And, you know, just give me another excuse to make more, because I've certainly got the yarn for it. All right. Well, I thank you for joining me on this video on Wendy's Way, highlighting the Sweet Pea top by Rachel Misner. And I thank you for joining me on this and every video. If you find any value in it, please do share it on social media. Give me a thumbs up that you like the video, subscribe to my channel, you know, and come back and check things out. I'm going to be getting busier with it. You know, I'm feeling better. I'm only 2 treatments from being done with my chemo. And we're going to get back to life as we know it. All right. I pray that the good Lord, who blesses me each and every day of my life, blesses you as well, today and always. Amen.